back game, they hit the chat box and let us know that y'all done spun the block and came back for this fire ass content we finna drop, man. It's your boy Hennythemoor. It's your boy West Coast Cowboy, man. And you know when we in here together, it's Dallas Cowboys uncut. But how you feeling today, my boy?
Oh shoot, I'm goody go, man. Just goody go. Hey, go back to that view. I liked that one.
What this one?
Yeah, go back. No, the other one, the big one.
Hold on, let me click on it.
There we go. That's the one. That's the one. I
Bet.
like it. But yo, man, before we even get into that, man, let's go ahead and shout out some folks, man. What's up, everybody? It is your boy West Coast, man, and he is Hennythemoor, and you is live in the liquor store, aka West Coast. Hey, I'm West Coast Cowboy, so I just be everywhere. So I just be live in the building, and the building at the end of the day is the liquor store. You feel me? So we
Indeed,
chilling,
man.
big chili whopping. You know what I'm saying? Big Charlie weighing. But yo, man, it is 11 o'clock over there where he is. So I got about an hour. I mean, it's 9 o'clock out here in Southern California, so I got 3 hours to talk about Cowboys versus Patriots. He got about an hour to talk about it, and then that's about it. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. No disrespect to the Patriots, but I'm only giving them a day, and then I'm moving on because the game that we have coming up this week, I seen film on these guys. Christian McCaffrey is either going to get shut down or he's going for 200. There is no in between.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I really don't even want to talk about the game right now.
Hey, listen, that's a fresh kill, man. Once you kill something, you gotta skin it, cut it up, cook it, eat it, put the rest of the meat up, man. But hey, you got you kill what you eat, man. You eat what you kill. So
All right, so
since
let's go, man. Let's go. Let's give these folks what they promised. Hey, my boy, 1295 SBG. What up, boy? Chop Tow. What's up, boy? Appreciate you, my boy. JB2. What up, sir? Appreciate you, my boy. SBG gang. SBG gang. Appreciate you, my boy. Who else we got up in here? Spin back. We
MC
got T
Iverson in
Richards.
here.
T Richard. Hey, I know you. Hey, it's easier for you to do it because you on the computer, so you shout some folks out.
Yeah, I got you, man. So hey, shout out to King G, part of Spin Back Game, James Simmons,
Spin that gang.
the original people, practice manifestation with the 6 trophies, JB2. Of course, you already said my boy Choctaw, 1295, Calvin Gathia, OS Tyler, my boy
MC
Paul in the
Iverson,
building.
the CEO.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, I got a business. I don't even know what I'm doing with it yet, but I might let you run it just because you're a Cowboy fan. You feel me? Send me your resume.
Hey, he a Cowboy fan, he a CEO, man. Hey,
You feel me? Like it's just something about him. I just trust him, man. I just trust him. You know what I'm saying?
facts. Yeah, facts on top of facts, though, man. But hey, let me ask you because you weren't on here when I had first started my live, man. So, what are your initial thoughts about this Dallas Cowboys victory over the New England Patriots?
Hey, tell me how many people we got in the house real quick.
We got 28 on my end. Your channels are connected, but it stopped letting me see how many folks y'all got.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can go to my Facebook. Hey, my initial thoughts on this game are like, listen to me. There are two ways you can look. I'm in a macro standpoint, meaning in a large standpoint. I am extremely happy. The Cowboys got the win. Cowboys beat a team. Like, this is what you're supposed to do to bad teams. Like a team that's not good, that's going in the opposite direction. You're supposed to scoot them on their way. You're supposed to help them get further, get closer to where they're trying to get to. And they're trying to get the draft. You know what I'm saying? So our job was to ensure that we help them get one step closer to the draft. And that's exactly what the Cowboys did today. You know what I'm saying? And we might have got Bill Belichick fired. You know what I'm saying? I hope not tomorrow because I'd be sad to see Bill get fired on a Monday. But I don't know if Bill gonna make it toward the end of the season, man. They may gracefully tell him to go sit it down somewhere because top to bottom, that organization did not look good. And they look so bad, it's almost you can't almost remember the last. It's hard to remember Tom Brady even playing for that team or that organization. You know what I'm saying? Patriots look bad, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you, their offense and everything about them looked archaic. You know what I'm saying? Cowboys defense literally just like there was nothing that this offense could have did for this defense. Like it was so basic. Like you got to be on some exotica. You know what I'm saying? As my little brother would say, you got to be in some exotic. I love my little bro. I got to call him more. My little brother, he make everything just. He be like, man, you got to be on some exotica. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be on some real. You got to be really in your bag to come at this Cowboys defense. And he came at this Cowboy defense like he had like this like really effective offense that was really about to just come out there and do basic offense, and we weren't about to pick that stuff off. Like Daniel Jones. Like, listen to
You
me,
called the man
not,
Daniel
not
Jones. That's how
Daniel. I
bad it
called the boy
was.
Daniel Jones, but
Daniel
uh,
Jones probably would have played better.
Daniel. I don't know if Daniel Jones would have played better because man, them interceptions that he threw, bro, like the
He threw
interceptions that
off
he
the
threw,
field.
the plays didn't even have a chance, bro. The play, like if you watch film, bro, Deron Bland, like I'm gonna tell you this right now, the first interception, which I know he was, just reading concept, bro, like reading the dude route and just jumping the route. There was nothing. There was nothing. There was nothing there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I don't know. I know the same person that was coaching Tom Brady ain't coaching the quarterback they got now because he looked bad. You know what I'm saying? Cowboys offense. I mean, that's as far as the defense. Now, as far as the offense, man, man, people always gonna say I'm the complaining cowboy, but it ain't that I'm the complaining cowboy, but I'm just over. I'm over. I'm not saying I'm over. I'm over regular season victories. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when you beat on teams that you're supposed to. What I would have liked to see today is I would have liked to see my offense really go up and down the field, man. Considering this is not a solid defense, and Judon couldn't stay on his feet for whatever reason. Um, but I would have liked to see my offense really go down the field and score consecutively, man. Because like getting ready to play against this 49er defense, seeing what I saw my offense, man, you know, it wasn't. I mean, listen to me. I love the fact that we win, and I don't want to. I don't want to get canceled, but it just that aspect wasn't very encouraging, man. You go 1 for 4 in the red zone. People want to say technically you CD Lamb was in the red zone, but he was on the 20-yard line.
He was out by a yard,
He
so
was out by a yard.
it didn't count.
Technically, the
It
red
didn't
zone
count.
starts at 19. You know what I'm saying? So the NFL, technically, the red zone starts at 19. Uh, but yeah, CD Lamb, fade route, stemmed him inside, just float him outside, like just I'm a better wide receiver than you are corner. That's what that basically was. Like that's basically what it is. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like when I see CD Dan, because like listen to me, that is a play that he scored on that typically doesn't happen in the NFL. I mean, that doesn't happen in games. That's a play corners get scored on in practice. Why? Because for the most part, you're going to have some type of help on top of a guy named CD Lamb in a game. And they put him like, bruh, listen to me, bruh. No, there's no corner on that field in the red zone in that area that New England could have put on CD Lamb that wouldn't have need help. You know what I'm saying? And my thing, I say this, whenever CD Lamb gets those opportunity, just like Tony Romo believed with Dez Bryant, he must get the football. Period.
At least they
Period.
get that much.
Yes, CD Lamb should get one of those one a game, bro. At least once a game. Anytime in the red zone where you're gonna leave a corner with no help on CD Lamb, he should get the ball, bro.
A backup corner at that.
Facts, bro. He should get the ball, bro.
Hey,
Period, bro.
but you know what I liked about that though? The moment that Gonzalez got hurt and left the game, they went right at his ass.
Yep.
They went right at the dude that came in for Gonzalez and got that touchdown on the very next play. So that was a very heady thing to do for a play caller and a very timely throw by your quarterback. So that like those are the things I will take solace in. Schoonmaker, I'm still upset at you. We're talking about red zone issues and you dropping gimmies. So I and listen, that's one of the things that upset me a little bit. Peyton Hendershot did not play due to injury. Schoon, you had an opportunity to shut everybody up. There were people that been complaining about you being selected by the Dallas Cowboys in the second round. You did not quiet anybody. Saying Jay Ferguson still looks like the best tight ends on the Dallas Cowboys roster, and he was here last year. So it continues to make us feel like it's a bad pick.
Well, this is what I'll say, and this is what I'll say this to everybody's defense that gets drafted. I won't call people bad picks, especially not the rookie year, because a lot of times there be so much stuff going through with the process. Like He still got two other tight ends that he got to that are still in front of him. Um, you know, I'll put it to you like this. I'll say it like this, right? I feel like Shoemaker is where he's supposed to be for a rookie. Now, for a second round pick, I think we were probably expecting our expectations were a little bit more higher just because of what we saw with Ferguson. We were assuming that, Ferguson, where we got him at, then you get Shoemaker at the second round. I think people were automatically assuming that Shoemaker should be naturally bigger than Ferguson. But I'm gonna tell you, experience trumps everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I say it like this. I love the route I love the route. I love the way he got into the end zone. He's got to catch the football in traffic. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Being a tight end in the NFL, you're gonna
Got to
catch
make
more
those
balls.
catches.
You got to make those catches. Those are your catches. Those are the balls and to be honest with you, in this offense, that's how Schultz got 7 touchdowns. That's how he got two
Oh my
touchdowns
God, that's how I know
in
because you took the words out my mouth, bro.
Yeah, that's how Schultz got 7 touchdowns. That's how he got those touchdowns. And then, more importantly, that's how Schultz got them touchdowns in the playoffs, bruh. You guys got to remember, Dak threw like 5 touchdowns against Tom Brady. Well, Dalton Schultz caught 2 of them, and Dalton Schultz caught a touchdown in the freaking
'49ers game.
in the 49er game. Dalton Schultz, our tight end, was the only player on the Dallas Cowboys that had 3 touchdowns in 2 games in the playoffs, and we didn't bring him back. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm gonna say: this I refuse to complain about the tight end room because this is what we wanted.
That's what they wanted. I
This is
mean,
what they
no,
wanted.
wait.
This is not what we wanted.
Well, listen, that's why we can complain because they wanted that. But we can still complain for it. Just like when we have children, they do stupid stuff all the time. We want better for them, so we gonna complain about the shit. So yeah, so yeah, I ain't gonna say that we can still complain about it. And Eastside, they did Dalton Schultz did have a touchdown today, and they did blow out the Steelers.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm gonna tell you this right here. For everybody who wanted to get rid of Dalton Schultz in favor of the young tight ends, what you guys failed to realize is that there's a yin and a yang in football, and that means with every positive thing, there's also going to be some negative recourse. Like, just because they were, you saw glimpses of this, there was still a reason why Dalton Schultz was making $10 million last year. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing: the Dallas Cowboys decided to save the money versus muting the production. You know what I'm saying? Now, my hope was this. My hope was this is like, listen, I told you guys the only way I felt that the tight ends were going to be able to work, it was going to look better, is if the Dallas Cowboys diminished the role of the tight end in our offense. And I'm going to be honest with you, that is not the case. So I'm going to tell you this right here. If you're going to use the tight end as much as the Cowboys use the tight ends, bruh, then guess what? You need to have one that's really freaking good. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And see, this is the thing. Y'all just thinking about Ferg. Like Peyton Hendershot ain't did shit all year. Schoonmaker got that one little 1 yard touchdown. So
How
when
many
y'all
tight end, how many targets did the tight ends get today versus wide receivers?
a lot, because I know Ferg had 7 catches, so he had to have at least 7
Yeah,
targets.
he had 7 targets for 7 catches. Shoemaker had 2 targets that he dropped. I mean that he didn't catch neither one of them. So that's 9. Go to ESPN. Go to I think it's ESPN.com. You can type it in. It'll bring it up. Berg had 2 that he dropped. I don't think McKeon had any.
Nah.
McKeon's recovered a fumble. Hey, it's so funny, man, because Cavante Turpin, I could tell I was in his head because I'm like running. And I'm like, cut, bro, cut. And as soon as I said cut the third time,
Hey, that man lost so much acceleration on that cut, though.
yeah, he did.
Yeah, what's up with your roster? I see you sliding in, man. He said, and listen, but hey, you say he overrated and Dak made him. Dak ain't made. Hey, listen, Peyton Hendershot ain't did shit and Schoonmaker ain't did shit. So, all I'm saying,
No,
is all I'm saying is y'all need 2 tight ends. Jake Ferguson is playing pretty good right now. I'm not gonna shit on Jake, but you could have had both of them. That's the only thing I'm saying. You could have had both of them. You could have had Ferg and you could have had Dalton Schultz.
imagine being in a situation where Ferguson is your backup tight end and Dalton Schultz is your number one. That would have been ridiculous.
And listen, if y'all love Jake, flip flop what he said. If you think Jake is better, and you believe that in your heart, cool. Jake's number 1, Dalton Schultz number 2 tight end. Either way, you
That's
would have
even
had a better.
that's still fire.
Yeah, that's either way. You would have had a you would have had a better tight end room.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Like, listen to me, man. Cowboys fans can say whatever they want to say, but Ezekiel Elliott and Dalton Schultz should be on this team. Like, they should be on our team. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Like, if they were on our team right now, this is probably like a. I'm not saying this is a 60-point offense, but I just think some of the plays that the defense is have to make. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't have to have it. And I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. You know, it's at the beginning of the season, offenses look worse than they do during the end of the season. And I'm not expecting for my defense to put up turnovers like this, especially against the good teams that don't turn over the ball like this. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You get
real
in a
quick,
game.
let me give Trey Fargo this. He sent a $2 super. He said Dalton turned down our contract offer and he left.
That's not true. Cowboys never offered him a contract. That was never reported. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: Hunter Lukey in the red zone, bro. When the score is 1,000,000 to 0, bro, I'm not. This. Listen, that's not really beastly to me. You know what I'm saying? Like a 2-yard run from the goal line. That's not really beastly. I don't really. I'm not. I mean, I know y'all. I know people want to get there. I told you so, West Coast. Hunter is only better than Tony Pollard from 2 yards out. That is not a reason to have him on the whole roster. What's disappointing in my fullback is the fact that he doesn't do anything that a fullback is required to do. Nothing, nothing, nothing at all. Like, you're in the red zone 3 times, and not one time do you actually bring the fullback in to actually block for him. Like, you have Deuce Vaughn out there getting slam dunked.
All right, so we got the answer to your question. Jason said that the tight ends got 10 targets and the receivers received 20.
Okay.
It's not, that's not as bad as I thought it was.
Well, think about this. Considering one guy had 7, and the other guy had 3, and then 1. But yeah, like back on the point of Hunter, look, like, that's the whole reason why I didn't want the Cowboys. And listen to me, I'm Mr. Run the damn ball, right? But listen, I'm thinking in my head, like, bruh, they have a fullback that's named as a fullback, and they don't use him as a fullback at all. 0%. He never plays as a fullback. When does he actually go out there and block for Tony Pollard? When does he go out there and block for Deuce Vaughn?
Well, hold on. They have used him in their capacity. He just has to get better as a lead blocker.
Yeah, but they haven't used him in the red zone.
I gotta go back and watch the film. I can't confidently say that. I can't confidently. They didn't do it this. I can know for a fact they didn't do it this game, but I can't confidently say that they haven't done it over the course of the season.
I know they didn't do it last game either, because I was ranting and raving about that. Because Tony Pollard, I remember, was in the red zone, and they handed that ball off to that boy 2 times in the red zone, and he was on a 2-yard line. He lost a yard, and then on the next play he gained a yard. So Cowboys use him solely as a big running back, which, in my opinion, if you need that, then go get an actual running back. Like, go get an actual running back then. Like, Dallas Cowboys run game did not look good today. Did not look good. And I'm gonna tell you this right here, man. I hope that is not, it looked. I mean, we're all excited about beating the Patriots, bro. But I'm at my age in this Cowboy game. These types of wins that I feel that you should have blew a team out, don't impress me. They don't, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, when your flaws are shown, you get what happened last week. I'm excited about the win, man, but I'm also focused on this 49er game. Cowboys going to have to be able to run the ball on this defense, because I do not want Dak Prescott sitting back there trying to throw 40 passes against the 49ers.
Marv, ain't nobody crying. We just being honest about what's going on. Y'all just happy that y'all beat the shit out of the team that got 1 win. I'm like, is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, hell, ain't nobody crying.
And guess what? Fellas, that's all good. That's what today is supposed to be about. Today is supposed to be about that. Today is supposed to be excited, being happy about beating the New England Patriots. Like, that's what you're supposed to be happy about. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there are people on here that just have bigger goals. Like, I have bigger goals and bigger aspirations than beating the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you this right now. I will never be fully happy as a coach. I will never fully be happy about winning a game when my flaws are still displayed. Like, because you got to remember this week, the Dallas Cowboys said that they were going to focus on the red zone. And there was a point in this game where we were 0 of 4 in the red zone. That's why when the reporter told Dak Prescott, last week you did what he say. Last week you couldn't. The defense couldn't do this. They got a turnover. They did this. You couldn't. You did this week. You couldn't score a touchdown in the red zone. You got a touchdown in the red zone. Dak immediately cut her off and said, "We did not score enough in the red zone." Even Dak acknowledged that we did not score enough in the red zone. Going 1 of 4 in the red zone when you said in the media that you put out there that this was supposed to be a focus. Like, that's the only thing, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I say, like, and listen, I don't want nobody to listen to me. It's all about how you enjoy your season. You feel me? Like, I'm okay with focusing on the playoffs the entire season, right? Like, I'm okay with that. Some people like they wait so long for the season to come and they want to cherish every moment. And guess what? You absolutely should, because you waited 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So I personally, since my season ended in San Francisco, I have a bitter taste in my mouth against the 49ers. And I am looking for this team. When I watch the Cowboys play, I am taking wins or losses. I'm taking that team and measuring it up against the 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Because at the end of the day, that's who we're going to have to beat to get to the Super Bowl. Like, we're going to have to beat either the 49ers or Philadelphia, most likely at their crib or at our crib, to go to the Super Bowl. And to be honest with you, that's where my mind is at right now. Is that team, are we creating that team? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, I feel it's almost like when I play flag football, right? When I coach flag football, this is a league where it's a 4-team league. So everybody goes to the playoffs. So you know what I tell the parents, Henny? You know what I tell the parents?
What's up?
I tell the parents during the season, don't ask me about wins or losses. Ask me about your child and his development. That's it. Because everybody goes to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So why do we focus on the regular season? The regular season is just to get us ready for what? For our one-day tournament to go win a ring. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna focus on playing our best football on that day. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the regular season is literally tune-up games for the playoffs. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? So as we get closer to the playoffs, because we are a playoff team, you guys understand that, right? We are a playoff team. We are going to the playoffs. So we need to stop getting so excited about, oh my God, we beat the Patriots. No, the question is, did we get better? Is this team getting better each week so that when the 1-game tournament comes, we can compete at our best? That is the question. That's the only question I want.
Cuz said we need win back. Nah, but listen. Yeah, listen.
Actually, Marvin, I didn't say. Wait, first, hold on. I gotta correct somebody, because people just be saying stuff. Listen to me. If you're gonna quote me, at least quote me correctly, or just, I said Zeke would have 70 yards and a touchdown. That's what I said. I don't know who this dude talking about no 150 yards. Zeke ain't had no 150 yards never in his career in a game. So I don't know what you're talking about. People just be saying random stuff, bro, just to get attention. I said Zeke wouldn't have no more than 70 yards and a touchdown. That's exactly what I said on a video that I put out.
And I said he wasn't gonna do shit. We sit here arguing on the show about it.
And guess what? I was arguing about 70 yards.
Yeah, I said the Dallas Cowboys defense would score 2 touchdowns and we would win 35-10.
But I'm gonna tell you this right here: the Dallas Cowboy defense didn't really shut Zeke down. The Patriots offense did. You know what I'm saying? Like, Zeke came out bussing, bro. Like, Zeke was bussing, bro. They gave the boy 11 carries, which ended up being what, like 2.5 carries a quarter. He was out for almost 7. There was a span in the second quarter where Zeke didn't play for almost 8 minutes. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel sorry for Zeke, because Zeke is now entered into the zone of you're just playing football for a check now. And I know this has to suck. I can see it on his face. Zeke is the type of dude, every year of his football career, he's been playing for a championship or for a position to get in a position to go play for a championship. Everywhere he's played. Everywhere. High school, Pee Wee football, Ohio State, Dallas Cowboys. He's competing for something. Guess what, bro? You're on a 1-3 team that's in a division with the goddamn Miami Dolphins. You're not going to the playoffs. Like, bruh, that has to, that's what I was most sad about Zeke, because, and I think he kind of realized that. And guess what? He still got 13 more games.
Yeah, that shit was tough. I hate to
That's
see
what that's
Zeke.
that's what killed me about Zeke is like just seeing a hungry ass dog and just knowing, bro, everything you do this year is gonna be for nothing. They're going to the draft. They need a quarterback.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you this right now: Patriots need to let Bill go, bro. It's time to move on, bro. It's time to let it go. Bill probably need to go somewhere else too. The way I saw Bill, the way Bill was like this, I was like, "Oh, Bill, hang it up, Bill. Cowboys did that to you."
Mm.
Turpin looked
Yeah.
like an airplane. Somebody said airplane on takeoff today. Just gotta protect the ball. Yeah, and just like an airplane on a takeoff, he can only go straight. I love Turpin though. My boy's so I love him though.
Yeah, but my thoughts, man.
Dude,
Dallas
hey,
Cow-
go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Somebody asked a question about Deuce Vaughn.
Yeah, I ain't studying that. Deuce Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn. Listen, matter of fact, I before I say that, I will say with that. Deuce Vaughn will have to be better in pass pro. He will probably get a better, he'll probably get a bigger workload because the boy Rico Dow left the game with a hip injury
Hey, but
and his status is in doubt.
honestly, I think Deuce is probably gonna play less now because Rico Dow was your number one pass blocking running back. If Deuce Vaughn can't do that, that means he can't even come on the field when Rico Dow comes on the field. That means somebody else is going to get an opportunity. Bro, Deuce Vaughn is not pass blocking. I mean that, but I will say this: he did chop someone real nice today and Dak got the ball off. I'm always talking about his pass blocking, but you can't chop someone on every single play. That's not going to happen, bro. They're going to jump over your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like he did catch somebody slipping though, but you can't do that for 13, 14 snaps. Like, and I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I think everybody got a realistic reason on why Deuce Vaughn is not really a real running back. It needs to be used as a guy getting in space. Like he does not need to be running behind the offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Because if he doesn't get, as soon as someone gets a hand on him, my boy went. I just slam on the ground. God damn.
JB too. Yeah, hey, they would blame that on Dak for real though. Why
What'd
you
he
got
say?
him? He said it's Dak fault. Deuce can't block. That was some shit that somebody would say for
Real.
real.
See if Dak put the ball in his hand harder.
Hey, listen, there's plenty of good things that happen. You know what I'm saying? The Dallas Cowboys beat the shit out of the team they're supposed to beat the shit out of. CD Lamb got his first touchdown on the season.
He
Dak
said
Prescott.
he said Ferguson gonna be way better. Listen to me, he might be, but he's not today. So I don't really care about what somebody's gonna be in the future.
Yeah,
If that
so
future ain't today, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, Dak Prescott moved to 64 and 37 as a start on his career. There's a lot of things that went well, man. There's a lot of things that went well. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, there's always room for improvement, man. Like when we critique what happened on the field, man. Like I'm not sitting here, tearing folks down. Like the shit that happened.
It
But
doesn't matter. It took But see, this is the thing. Ferguson isn't as good as Dalton Schultz right now. So I don't know what y'all talking about. He's not as good as him as all around tight end. Like you guys are seeing 7 targets that he caught. That's happening. But being if you were only judging a tight end versus what he catches, then you don't know the job of a tight end. A lot of you guys think tight ends are wide receivers. Keep it real. But tight ends are more offensive linemen than they are tight ends than they are wide receiver. You guys know that, right? You guys know a tight end is doing more offensive line stuff than they are doing anything else. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that, right? I just want to make sure they know that. You know what I'm saying? Dak's mix. He says Dak missed Furs on a few plays though. Fur can't control that. Yeah, he can't control that. He can't control that. But I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I don't really talk down about the tight ends. What do I always tell you guys whenever y'all want to say complain about the tight ends? What do I always say? I always say, listen, y'all can't complain about the tight ends because remember, this is what we chose. This is what you guys wanted. You guys wanted to go with the younger tight end. So how can you now complain about it? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not one that says that Ferguson is bad or I'm the one that's telling y'all that y'all gonna have to. You really can't complain about it when they make mistakes because this is what you guys chose to do. He says they don't miss Schultz. He left. Well, I don't. Shout out my boy Trey. He's with the $2 super chat. He says Dalton turned down our contract offer. He left. No,
yeah,
he
we
didn't
we,
turn out.
we already read that.
Yeah, we okay. That's yeah. We didn't offer him a contract.
It said Ferguson is better than Schultz. Ferguson put up top 10 tight end production with the Dallas Cowboys over the last 2 years. If you go back and look at catches, receptions, and yardage, he was top 10 in production. So until Jake Ferguson puts up top 10
In the
tight end
entire
production,
league, bro. In the entire league. That's what we saying. Fans just be talking, bro. They just be like, maybe you say it better because you're known for the numbers, but fans just be saying some of the most outlandish stuff I've heard in my life. Like this dude was a top 5 tight end in the league, bro.
well, he put up top 10 production. You look at the production he put up; it was in the top 8. I mean, you don't care, but that's because they see you every time you don't care, but he put up the production. So how can Ferg be better if he does not have the numbers to back it up? Just because you think so, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's an opinion. That's not a fact.
Not only that, 76 first downs, bro. Led your team 4th in the NFL. Like, come on, bro. Like, first downs aren't important. That's all I'm saying. Hey, that's all I'm saying. He says Zeke left too. He didn't accept our offer. Zeke didn't get offered a contract either, my boy. Trey, what's you talking about today? Cowboys didn't offer these dudes contracts.
It said, is he top 10 now? No, he's in a new system. Just like Jake Ferguson ain't top 10 right now. Just like Peyton Hendershot ain't top 50 right now. Just like Schoonmaker don't look that good right now. So see, y'all went from the production. It doesn't matter if it was a product with the system. Not everybody could fit in the system.
Facts.
But he worked at what the hell he did. The issue with y'all is y'all hold it against him for being good at what they asked him to do. Just because he was a zone beating tight end does not mean that he was horrible.
Yeah, and then a lot of y'all haven't grown. A lot of you guys haven't experienced that. A lot of you guys haven't realized that sometimes that the organization be wrong too. Like some of you guys with your football knowledge are like it's almost like children, right? Like children get to the point where they feel like they'll finally realize, dang, my parents be wrong sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And like I know my oldest daughter, she didn't got to that point. My sons, they ain't got to that point yet. They still believe everything we do is right. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like some fans, they haven't grown, they haven't matured in their football IQ to realize that sometimes the Cowboys get it wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we just gotta kind of like live like. And guess what? Since I'm a Cowboy fan, I'm right here stuck in the same mess. I want these guys to be better. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's not going to deny the fact of that the Cowboys, our offense would be better right now. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is the thing that you guys don't understand. And that is this. Last year, my defense was doing this exact same thing during the first 6 weeks of the NFL season. You want to know why? Because Dak was gone for 5 games. They were playing like absolute gods. But I'm going to tell you guys this right now. There is going to come a time where a lot of this stuff on defense is going to slow down. Why? Because there's more film on the defense. The exact same thing that happened last year. Micah Parsons from week 10 to 17 got 1.5 sacks. You want to know why? Because there was more film on him. Teams found different ways to play him. Same thing they're doing right now. So you can't count on the defense to get 3 and 4 turnovers in a game. That is not realistic. And it's not even realistic to what happened last year.
All right. But to answer your question, Sports Illustrated put a report out that he turned down a contract by the Cowboys. I cannot confirm or deny that.
Yeah, but that was if I'm not mistaken, that was not last year. That was the year before last. That was the first year he got the franchise tag. You got to look at that. That was not 2023. That was not for this season. That was for the first year he got franchise tagged. The first year he got franchise tagged, he turned down a contract. This past year, the Cowboys didn't offer him a contract.
They say 2023 on the article, so I'm not sure.
My boy said he cracked somebody. Who cracked somebody? Pollard. TP is not a red zone guy. Yeah, we kind of knew that. And to be honest with you, coming off a broken fibula, I understand why Tony Pollard's not getting a ridiculous stress load. I get it. Like I told you guys, I told you guys until probably halfway to week 8, I don't think Tony Pollard should get over 14, 15 carries. Because think about this, a 100% healthy Tony Pollard wasn't getting 15 carries. So I don't want to give him more of a workload. And I'm going to tell you this right now, we're going to need Tony Pollard I'm telling y'all, we are already pregnant with the playoff baby. So we just need to just get there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure we healthy. That's why I'm not even tripping on Tyron Smith. Just get there. Chuma played better today too. Salute to him. But man, listen, Tyron got to play next week. He got to play, bro. He got to play. Everybody got to play next week. And we need to have a game where we design some plays around Brandon Cooks. Like, bro, feed the dude the ball, bro. At some point, he going to get pissed. Because he is getting old. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't want, like, the fact that my tight ends are getting freaking 10 targets, bro. Give my boy Cooks an opportunity, bro. He says, let's get all. He says, well, you still have to give the Patriots prop for stopping the run. Yeah. You still have, 49ers sus. I don't think the 49ers defense is suspect, but I think their offense is. Deuce cannot pass protect. Well, Deuce's body is not built for that. Like, he could really, 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 really want to pass protect and just get blew the hell up.
It says so. LB had a scoop and score. He had a scoop and score. He had a scoop and score. Your linebackers as a whole and your safeties as a whole played better than they did last week.
I didn't. Wes predicted a close game. No, I did not. I said the score in this game was going to be 28-3. We don't miss Dalton or Zeke. Yeah, we do. Your red zone says you do.
He said 49ers secondary super sus. Matter of fact, if I'm not
Brad,
mistaken,
I don't give it. Bill Belichick's defenses are not the same defenses. No, this is not 19. This is not the early 2000s. Bill Belichick's defenses are not the same defenses anymore. So that's like saying you held a Sean Payton offense to 3 points. Yeah, bro. That Sean Payton ain't the same no more. We all know that ain't the same no more. You know what I'm saying? We scored on a Bill Belichick. Yeah, they ain't the same dudes no more.
I don't know. They weren't ranked bad coming into this game though.
They weren't ranked bad coming into this game, but like, come on, man. I don't like to argue, but I like to be factual, and I don't like to lose to good teams. So my bad. I apologize. My bad. I don't get excited about beating the Patriots. I promise you I'll be excited if we beat the 49ers. My bad. You added on that we've lost on our average 30 points. The comments are coming in too fast. Just like haters focus on the past, I focus on what we got to do to win in the playoffs. Me too. That's all I focus on. West Coast Stop Crying Man is unbelievable. Marvin, listen, Marvin, I'm not gonna read your comments no more because I feel like you just one of those. It's all good. I'm gonna be extra nice to you. See if I can, if you just trying to be one of those or not.
It said, could it be Killer? Hell no. Nah. Listen, the damn Chargers don't even miss Killing more. Every week, their play calling has had the ball in the hand of the opposing offense with time expiring with them to have a chance to win the game. Because he don't know how to run the damn clock out. So yeah. No, that's the reason that they lost their first 2 games. That's the reason that Kirk Cousins had the ball in the red zone with the possibility of winning, and that's the reason why they had the ball in the red zone this week with the possibility of tying. Like they're in the game execution is putrid. It's
putrid. And I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Y'all can really kiss my cowboy ass. You want to know why? Because I posted a video that said, we want the Niners, right? And almost every single person on the comment was negative, and they were Cowboy fans. So you guys aren't even confident going into this Cowboy game. And you just beat a team 38-3. So kiss my cowboy ass on my mama. Want to know why you're not confident? Because you saw your offense again stall consistently in the red zone. So don't try to play me. You saw your running backs get nothing. You saw your tight ends drop balls again. Yeah, we scored 39 points, but there's a reason why all of us are like, yo, bro, we play the Niners this week. Yeah, don't play me. There's a reason why I don't even want to talk about this game. I want to get on this Niner game. Like, I literally posted a video. We want the Niners. I don't hear Cowboys on there. Oh my God, let's go. We're about to go in here. No, bro. I have Cowboy fans saying the exact same, man, with this red zone efficiency. Bro, we're playing the number 1 defense in football, the team that stopped us from scoring. Like, come on, man. It's 12 o'clock, bro. I ain't got to talk about this game no more, man. We can switch it up. Can we please switch it up, man? Marvin, I'm not. This dude keeps saying I said 150 yards. He's a troll.
He said, I'm not worried about the Niners. I think we dropping off a L. Yeah, we're gonna go in there and kick their ass, man. There is a path to victory every time the Dallas Cowboys play, as long as we do what we're supposed to do and play our best brand of football to
And
attack the
follow the
weaknesses.
map, sure.
As long as you attack the weaknesses of the 49ers, you should be able to beat the San Francisco 49ers. Because even in the game that you lost against the 49ers, you were never really out of it. You had the ball in your hand at the end of both of those games with the opportunity to go out there and score. And Eastside is the biggest Dallas Cowboy fan I know, also a troll. But the Miko Ryans ain't there. The mismatch for the Dallas Cowboys against the 49ers was Kellen Moore against the Miko Ryans. Neither one of those guys is in the building. Neither one of those guys are in the building right now. So it's going to be Mike McCarthy and his offense against who's ever the defensive mind over there in San Fran now. And if I'm not mistaken, the San Francisco 49ers defense is not as stout as it's been in years past. Matter of fact, let me pull up the numbers on the San Francisco 49ers defense.
Tony Pollard left with 0 touchdowns. What is y'all talking about? Tony Pollard had just as good as the game as Zeke. The only difference is Tony Pollard got more carries. Neither one of them look like, what is you talking about? Zeke, right out the gate, 9 yards. Bomb, busting. Like, some of y'all just be so hypocritical, bro. That's why I be questioning some of the knowledge of it, because it's like, bro, just keep it real, bro. Like, it don't diminish who the Cowboys are by saying positive things about a team you just beat. That's how I know a lot of y'all just be watching football, not really coaching football.
Oh, they
Because when you
dropped
coach football,
4,
you really got to really like watch film, and then you see positive things that the teams do, and you're able to commend them on it. You know what I'm saying?
15, 16.
But I'm going to tell y'all,
The 49ers are the 17th ranked passing defense in the NFL right now in terms of
what they on the
yardage.
running game.
Let me see. Run defense. So ranked 17th in total yardage. Run defense, they're probably one of the better ones. They're the 4th best run defense. So 4th best run defense, but they're not that great of a passing defense by the numbers. So I think that's why folks were saying that their secondary was a little suspect.
J-Ron Curse is going to have to really, really, really step up. Because remember, last year we had Trevon Diggs on Kittle, a large part of that game.
And listen, for the large part, the only play that Kittle had, J-Ron Curse wasn't even on him.
Yeah, no, nobody was really on him because he was on the offensive line. Technically, it was an illegal play because he was on the offensive line covered. He should have legally only been able to run down the field 5 yards. You know what I'm saying? So even though the referee didn't call that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. So yeah, that's gonna have to be a matchup. J-Ron Curse. I mean, listen to me, J-Ron Curse, a guy who has played some of the top end tight ends in the NFL and has done fairly well against him, man. That's gonna be a key matchup, man. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. Like, we're gonna need, the pass rush is gonna have to be there. But the number one thing, honestly, that's gonna set the tone in this game is Christian McCaffrey versus that run defense, bro. Cowboys are gonna have to tackle, bro.
Cuz said Dak doesn't beat good teams. That's a lie. The number says that's a lie.
I mean, last year we were 8-1 versus teams with winning records. The only team we lost to that had a winning record was the team we lost to in the playoffs. We beat the Minnesota Vikings, who were like 8-1. We beat the Philadelphia Eagles when they had a good record with Dak Prescott. We beat
the Detroit Lions ended with a winning record.
Detroit Lions. We beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who were a playoff team. So yeah, that's not true.
Said Cowboys, we ain't scared of shit. We ain't scared of the Niners. Hey, listen, I full heartedly believe the Dallas Cowboys will go in there and get a statement win, man.
Bro, listen to me. You ain't got to be afraid of Mike Tyson to get your ass whipped. So I don't care all that. I'm being afraid of people. That's for little kids, bro. I see overconfident people get their ass whipped all the time. The most confident person is not the one who wins the fight. It's the person who fights the most and who actually fights the best. Not need an offensive coordinator and a head coach. The tight end needs to play better. Ferg had a good game, but he has to be more consistent. Yeah, man, I'm definitely reading more comments like that, more truthful comments. Because yeah, this was a game where he played well, but he has, if you look at the season over a whole, you're still asking for more. That's why the Dallas Cowboys are rumored to be possibly trading for a tight end. Yeah, because ours are playing so well. Um,
He said we
he
must
said
have.
Dak can't catch it for them. Like, come on, man. I know.
He said 28 to Dobbs is overconfident. Said y'all will be lucky y'all have more than 20 points. We'll see. I mean, hey, y'all realize that the Dallas Cowboys got a defense too, right? I know you. I know that you is a 49ers fan, so you know it's supposed to be smoke when you slide through. But shit, Dallas Cowboys got a no, on paper got a better defense than y'all. Like y'all got a better run defense. We got a better pass defense. So you know we'll see how that pans out, man.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing too. You're going to have to beat the 49ers twice this year, so they're going to the playoffs too.
Said McCarthy. Hey, I don't have to look at the history. I gave y'all a whole PowerPoint on the usage rate of tight ends about McCarthy's system. I'm the one that did that. Y'all remember that, right? Like I had a whole damn graph of the targets, catches, and receptions of tight ends about McCarthy's system. I'm the one that got out here and said that the tight ends probably would not be utilized as much. I fully expected Mike McCarthy to utilize more four wide systems. I did a singular show about that, and I did a joint show with Boss Cowboy on it. Check the receipts. He said Brock Purdy is not that good. Brock Purdy, listen, Brock Purdy is a guy that is surrounded by all pro talent. Like he has one of the better tight ends in the National Football League. He has an all pro wide receiver. Brandon Ayuk had 1,000 yards last year. He just got Christian McCaffrey. He got one of the better defenses. So there's not really a lot that he has to do. Even if you look at his overall numbers, he's not blowing, like he's not, on pace for like Patrick Mahomes kinds of numbers. He has like 5 touchdowns, no picks. And I think he has like a rushing touchdown. They're not bad numbers at all, but they play a similar style of offense as the Dallas Cowboys. They play a West Coast system. The ball is coming out of his hands fast. They're going to utilize Christian McCaffrey. They're going to do play action. They're not going to ask him to have a Herculean effort to try and beat a team. They know they got a very stout defense that's stingy, that will cause turnovers. So they can just play smart offensive football like we've been doing.
Put somebody in Cowboys. Let's see what we talking about. Scared? I mean, I ain't listen. I ain't scared either, but I do respect my opponents. Like I respect my opponents and what they do well. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Command Spinoza says one thing for sure: it's going to be a war. I don't expect an easy dub, but I expect a dub.
Cowboys will not have great tight end numbers on. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. It doesn't really matter under Mike McCarthy. It really matters under Dak Prescott because Dak Prescott's the one throwing the football. That's why today you had a tight end more targeted than a wide receiver.
Ray said Purdy is just a better version of Jimmy Garoppolo. Well, Jimmy Garoppolo looks like a different quarterback outside of their system. Like Jimmy is leading the league in interceptions right now.
Damn.
See, that boy got 6 of them things, and he didn't even play this week.
How many Josh Allen got then?
5. I think Josh got 5 or something like that. 5
Jeez.
or 4.
How many Dak got?
1.
Ooh. There we go.
You also notice nobody is talking about interceptions this year, right? Because Dak Prescott's not the one leading. Yeah, Josh got 9 touchdowns now and 4 picks. So it's not bad.
Somebody said West Coast, you a youngster. I appreciate it, man.
My
If
boy said
40, if 40 is 40 is a youngster, I'll take it, baby.
Said Bill had people thinking he was something. He really liked Jimmy Garoppolo though. Like he really liked Jimmy Garoppolo. You released some reports he wanted to move on from Tom Ford, Jimmy G. But hindsight says that's the best thing that did not happen for Bill Belichick.
Facts, because he would have probably robbed himself of 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I forget how many they had at the time, but he was gonna rob himself of either 3 or 2 of the mugs.
Yeah, people say they're gonna call me negative West Coast. We're gonna call you Baby Cowboy then, because you know what I'm saying that's what babies do. Babies get swole and fat off of regular season wins on beating teams that you should have beat in the first place.
He said Trey Lance will have a busy week giving tips to the defense. Well, he's seen those defensive formations a
I mean,
lot.
yeah. I mean, this. Listen to me. I'm gonna tell y'all, man. There ain't too much film, ain't too much information a player can give a team that film can't. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't really much he can tell them that the film won't already tell them. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
the info that Will Greer gave did not help the Patriots.
Yeah, like what was? Listen to me. What was all that info Zeke gave about the defense?
He said Mahomes had two. Hey, the Jets played a great game tonight, man.
Yeah, but they couldn't freaking score. They scored eight. Like, freaking the defenses who really played the game. They held the freaking Chiefs to 3 points for a whole half. The offense couldn't score but 8 points, bro. You were only down 3 points.
Yeah, I know. I know. They stormed all the way back and made it a game. I actually doubt that they could have pulled it off, but Zach Wilson, and listen, that's saying something though. Zach Wilson probably had his best game as a professional football player. 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. I think he
He
had
was like
a pretty
30. Yeah, he was like 20. He was like 34. He threw a lot of balls too.
yeah. Okay, 3-1 versus 4-0. Who's better? We'll know who's better after we actually play that team because both teams will probably leave 4-1 after that ass whooping commence.
Yeah, but then if the Eagles win, they'll just keep saying the Eagles are better.
Said
But it
teams
don't
will
matter. We got them on our schedule. We'll see them. I don't really care about the Eagles right now. The only thing I care about is the 49ers.
indeed. It said, "What y'all think about the Eagles Commanders game? Ron Rivera should have went for 2 instead of
Yes,
going to
Ron
overtime."
Rivera he be so concerned. He's so concerned. Him and Bill Belichick need to go sit their ass down somewhere. Like they so conservative that they just like, bro, like you gotta come with the new era of the new waves of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, you know what I mean? Like you can't just like even if you lose, you have to lose in a way that makes your team feel like you are trying still. Like I didn't get that why he didn't go for 2. Like there's nothing that he can explain to me that's like other than the fact that you think you thought your defense was the Dallas Cowboy defense was going to get the ball back. The only people that can really do things like that is the Cowboys defense because we actually can go out there and be like we need the ball and they'll be like okay we got you. Like my mom was like my mom just ordered it up. I want a defensive touchdown. They said all right don't trip I got you.
Mm. It said that team from PA don't concern me. I mean, listen, they have not beaten Dak Prescott in what 4 years. The last win that they got over Dak Prescott was back in 2019. So as long as Dak Prescott is playing, I'm not concerned about the Philadelphia Eagles. That man
Yeah,
is eight.
I
That
said
man. That man is
I said
eight and
we
three
sweep.
against them.
I said we'll sweep them.
He said, "Hey, he just want him to go for it. Yeah, I want. Of course, it'll be better to have a 3-way tie at 3-1. At the top of the division, than having one team. That's ahead of us.
That would have been good if the Commanders could have beat them too, because then they would have got a loss in the division.
He said
I don't
Eagles
think
pass
anybody's
defense
gotten a
squad this
loss.
year.
Has anybody gotten a loss in the division? Giants. They were the Giants. No, I don't think anybody's. No, no. Yeah, the Giants got a loss in the division because we beat them.
We beat them, and the Eagles beat the Commanders.
Okay. So the Cowboys are legitimately in second place, and the Eagles are legitimately in first place.
Yes, the Commanders. Yeah, 'cause we don't have a divisional loss. And you're right. The Eagles' pass defense is very average this year. Their pass defense is very average this year. Matter of fact, they got a good run defense. They've only allowed 252 yards on the ground through 4 games.
Damn, that's pretty good.
That's fantastic. But their
It's like
pass
60
defense,
games. It's like 50 yards a game, 55 yards a game.
though. Let me look at the
I'm curious
yardage.
to know who they played though, because a lot of times it'd be who you play to though. But damn, that's pretty damn good.
All right, so the Chargers had the worst pass defense. Broncos are second, Bears are third, Colts are fourth. The Eagles have the 5th worst pass defense in the National Football League. They've given up 9 passing touchdowns and over 1,000 yards already.
Damn, and
Dallas Cowboys have the 2nd best pass defense. We've only given up 592, and we have 7 interceptions and only 2 touchdowns surrendered. So we have 5 more interceptions than we do touchdowns given up.
that's good.
That is spectacular. That is spectacular. So second in yardage. I'm trying to see if anybody has more interceptions than us right now. Give me a second. Only the Bills have more interceptions than the Dallas Cowboys. The Bills have 8. The Dallas Cowboys have 7. But the Bills also gave up one more passing touchdown than us, and they giving up more yardage.
And think about this. They also have a quarterback that's giving the ball up ridiculously. So it's like as fast as they're getting it, he's giving it right back. So a lot of those be just canceling each other out. Like they'll get 2 turnovers, but then he'll turn the ball over 2 times. So them just cancel each other out.
In terms of yardage surrender, the Browns have given up the least amount of passing yards. They've only given up 500. However, they only have 1 interception.
Yeah. But hey, man, my phone is about to die. It's literally on 2%, man. So I got to get up out of here. But
Hey,
what's up with Miss Rose?
Yeah, go. You can go ahead and jump off, man. I got a little bit. I got a couple more minutes left in me.
All right. Well, let me find my charger and I'm gonna come right back on.
All right, it's a bet, cuz.
All right.
It said the 49ers have 5 turnovers. Let me see. So interceptions. Let me see interceptions. The Giants do not have a single interception yet. So you're wondering one of the reasons why they're struggling. Their team is not causing turnovers, and they only have 2 sacks at this moment in time. You said the 49ers. Yeah, the 49ers have 5 interceptions. 49ers have 5 interceptions. So yeah, so we're one of we really, when you look at everything combined, yardage, touchdowns, surrendered, interceptions, like in my opinion, we're still the best pass defense. Second in yardage, second in interceptions. Like, yeah, we're superb pass defense. We just got to get the run defense up to par. Right? And listen, y'all know, he said about fumble recoveries. Let me see if I can find it. For fumble recoveries. That's not really available on this page that I'm on. Oh, fumbles. Hold on. Fumbles. All right. So forced fumbles. Let's see. The Eagles have the most forced fumbles in the NFL. They have 9. The Dallas Cowboys have 5 forced fumbles, and we got 2 fumble recoveries. So the Dallas Cowboys have forced 5 fumbles, and we have 2 fumble recoveries on the season. Matter of fact, this cuz out. Let me put the music back on, man. So yeah, man. Overall, the Dallas Cowboys defense is good, except for the run defense. So, moving on against the 49ers, that will be a key to victory. Stopping their ability to run with Christian McCaffrey. We already seen the man had four total touchdowns in the game today. You know that he's a receiving threat out the backfield. He can line up at the slot. He can run in between the tackles. He has home run speed. So Christian McCaffrey, is definitely somebody to stop. Right. I'm not saying that they're a one-dimensional offense, but things will be exponentially harder on Brock Purdy with Christian McCaffrey struggling. He said CMC ain't doing nothing against us like last game. It's gonna have to be like that, man. Because one thing I do know for sure, if I'm not sure about anything, I know this: if the Dallas Cowboys are not able to neutralize Christian McCaffrey, it will be a long day for the Dallas Cowboys. He said, how do we look at tackle? San Fran good at yak. We got good defensive tackle play. The issue in our run game most of the time, usually falls on the linebackers or the safeties playing in the box. Matter of fact, I got a stat right here for y'all by Aaron Scats. He said, rewatching Cowboys Cardinals, this from last week. The Cowboys have a problem with runs at the second level. So once they actually have the opportunity to get past the defensive tackles, the Dallas Cowboys stuffed 28% of run carries for 0 gain or loss. At the time when he made this, they were the 4th in the NFL, but they only ranked 29th in second level yardage, right? So those are between the 5 and 10 yards down the field. So the defensive line cannot win, every time. every time they are not expected to win in these situations. However, at least, up to that point, the linebackers and the safeties were not doing a good job or tackling people, once they got past the defensive line. So that was one of the issues. Now listen, they played better today, but consistency is what makes a good football player, right? Consistency is what makes a good football, a football team. He said Zach had a fumble. I'm not sure what you're talking about, my guy. He said time of possession for the 49ers versus the NFL. I can take a look at that for y'all. Give me a second, man. Matter of fact, I look at time of possession for the NFL as a whole, and I'll see what that's looking like real quick. NFL time of possession leaders 2023. All right, so right now, the 49ers time of possession, excluding overtime, is the fourth best in the NFL. They usually possess the ball 34 minutes and 27 seconds. The Eagles actually have a better time of possession than them. They are the second best team. Time of possession equals out to about 36 minutes and 23 seconds. The Browns are the best team in terms of time of possession, 36 minutes and 35 seconds. The Dallas Cowboys and the 49ers actually possess the ball around the same amount of time, actually. San Fran time of possession is 34 minutes and 27 seconds. The Dallas Cowboys time of possession is 34 minutes and 26 seconds. So there's only a second differential between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers in terms of time of possession. So they're a better time of possession team than us by a damn second. By a second. Yeah, just by a second. So there's not a huge difference in the 49ers' ability to hold on to the football and the Dallas Cowboys' ability to hold on to the football. No, that's one of the reasons why I believe that we can come out with this game. Right? We're a team that's starting to find something gotta give, kinfolk. Something gotta give at the end of the day, man. Because when it comes straight down to it, man, they're really good at possessing the ball, and we're damn near as good at possessing the ball. Right? And really, when you think about how little our offense has had to do at times, you look at the New York Giants game where we're not really trying to force anything. We have a big lead pretty much from the first quarter on. We probably could have milked a little bit more time in that game. We were really actively trying to throw the ball. Same thing with the Jets. We stopped throwing the ball, like in the third quarter. Same thing with New England. We really had this game, packed up, by the third quarter. So we're blowing these teams out. We don't really have to push the ball or try to get more first downs. Right? So I still believe that the Dallas Cowboys, we already looked at that. 49ers secondary is ranked 17th overall right now. Lost in translation said we don't play good from behind. While that is true, it doesn't take much for our defense to feel comfortable. The Dallas Cowboys offense drove down and got 3 points, and we never relinquished the lead again. They were able to tie it with a field goal themselves, but the Dallas Cowboys kept doing enough to keep the defense with a lead, and the defense, showed up and showed out. So really, I know it sounds crazy. I know it's not the thing that most people would say to do. But if we win the kickoff, I would want the Dallas Cowboys to choose to receive, see if they can go down there and get an early lead to help their defense out. I would rather put the 49ers in a position where they are playing from behind early on in the game to put my defense in a better position to win. Still worried about the offense. Patriots secondary was depleted. Yeah, but see, this offense... And listen, I know what the numbers. I know that we have not had great red zone production, But the Dallas Cowboys offense moves the ball well between the 20s. The Jets still have a very great defense. They held Patrick Mahomes to 23 points. They still have a very good defense. They held Patrick Mahomes to 23 points. We moved the ball up and down on them boys. They had Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed, and everybody else at their full disposal. And you know, Dak Prescott probably had his best game of the season against that defense. I know that this ain't the same Patriots defense that had, you know, buku all-pro players, you know, packed to the gills with talent, but they still were a good defense coming into this game, and we completely shut them down, you know, what they wanted to do defensively. And I know we got some help from the injuries along their defense. I think they lost 4 of their top corners, and I'm not even sure how you could play a football game, lose that many people in your secondary. Now, Franklin Saint, I need to know something. Are you a 49ers fan or are you an Eagles fan? I need to know something. He said, shit, they was ranked top 10 this year and last year. Yeah. He said Philly had trouble with the Jets too. Eagles, okay. Okay. Now, kinfolk, y'all got one in my lifetime. I understand you're happy. You know, you finally figured out your quarterback situation look like. You're doing good things over there. I'm happy, you know, for your team. I'm happy for y'all. But y'all ain't gonna just sit here and act like the season over. We're 4 games into the year, man. You gotta play us twice. So, you know, if you really feel, you know, that strongly about your team, let's put some money on these games. Right, we're gonna play each other. We're gonna play each other twice still. Let's put some money on the games. My boy, it's all good. I understand. You know, you're over here in enemy territory. They supposed to talk crazy to you. Just like if I came over to the Eagle chat box, I'm pretty sure they talk crazy to me. But point being, we could put some money up. We ain't gotta put a whole bunch. You know what I'm saying? We could put $100. We could put $100 up. We could put it up on the series, or we could put it up game by game. What you trying to do? He said, can't control them boys, not healthy. I have no remorse for injuries or other teams. I watch people celebrate these injuries, so it is what it is. Yeah, man, injuries are a part of football. I hate to see them happy. Okay, cool. So how much want to put up, man? We'll put up $100 per game. We can do $100 per game. Said can't control them boys. Yeah, Dallas Cowboys have had the Eagles numbers. Noel B said he got his money on me. Hey, man. Hey, history says that the Dallas Cowboys will probably win. As long as Dak Prescott is playing, we'll probably come up with a way to win both those games. Bet. So, hey, cuz inbox me or something. We can set it up. We'll set it up. Fish 82 said make it 200. He said he'll add the 100 with me. So hey man, I got somebody over here want to put $100 on the side, man. So hey, we definitely can make that happen, man. Just hit my inbox, we'll put it together. History tells me if we win in the playoffs, he doesn't win. Does it tell you that though? I said he's 2-4, right? But Dak Prescott, for the most part, has played well in the postseason. Like what y'all leave out when y'all talk about Dak Prescott's, you know, postseason record is he's 15 touchdowns to 5 turnovers in the postseason. He's only really had bad games against the San Francisco 49ers. Lost a shootout to Aaron Rodgers, beat Russell Wilson in the playoff game, played good enough to beat the Rams in the playoff game that he played, beat the shit out Tom Brady. It's just the 49ers games that were hassles. So, you know. So 15 touchdowns to 5 turnovers is bad. So a 3-1 spread for touchdown interceptions is bad. In what world? He said, what's the spread? Dallas Cowboys versus 49ers. I know we're going to come in as the underdog. They're at home. Let me see. point spread. So the Dallas Cowboys are 3.5 point underdogs. We're 3.5 point underdogs right now. Yo, South Tex, what's up with you, man? They been tapping in, showing love to the channel, my boy. So he came from behind. So he didn't have a 5-touchdown game against the Buccaneers, right? So we dreamt that. He didn't have a game-winning drive against the Seattle Seahawks in the postseason either. You see what I mean? Like, y'all have revisionist history about what happened. And that's okay. You're an Eagles fan. You're supposed to be a hater. Yeah, because they usually just give you 3 points for being at home. You're usually a 3-point favorite just for being at home and having home field advantage. All right, but the positive things that happened. I know we went on a tangent about some things that we wanted to see improve, but we love the Dallas Cowboys, man. If there are scenarios and things that we want the Dallas Cowboys to improve in, we speak on. But they did a lot of good things, though. Dak Prescott completed a high percentage of his passes. He was very efficient with passing the football. West Coast offense is getting the ball out of his hands quickly. He's not making bad decisions or bad reads at this moment in time. 4 touchdowns, only 1 interception on the season. That's going to be great. If you hold a 4-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio over the course of a season, you will win a lot of games. So that is one positive. I know that we need to clean up some red zone stuff, but I believe that stuff will come in time. Like I said, we're 4 weeks into a new offensive system with a new play caller and a new scheme. So I expected some growing pains with the offense, but I believe it will eventually iron itself out. I do believe that. Another thing, right? Dallas Cowboys were able to generate enough rushing offense to make this game a very balanced affair. I know a majority of it came on one play, the Devontae Turpin end around, right? But the Dallas Cowboys, they kept with the run. They put the ball in Tony Pollard's hands. Turpin, they even had a design run for CeeDee Lamb. So the Dallas Cowboys, found a way to generate some positive yardage on the ground. So that is another positive. Play calling in between the 20s, that has been great. Every week. Even against the Cardinals, we moved the ball up and down the field. So play calling in between the 20s has still been something to lay your hats on if you're the Dallas Cowboys. We know that we can at least get to the damn end zone. He said, I see the key to beating Philly is to put up points and keep them on 4th and 3rd as often as possible. He said, we will fix the red zone issues, and when we do, look out, go Cowboys. I agree with that. I be holding my breath when Turp run that damn ball. Yeah, Turpin that got to definitely work with his ball security. So he puts the ball on the ground quite a bit for my liking, but he's such an explosive player. You have to put the ball in his hands. So hopefully they work with him on that. Say you sick of these screens, like throw it for goodness sakes. Hey, that's part of it, man. Part of a West Coast offense are these bubble screens. The slants, the slant flat combos, the double slants, the dagger concept, the mesh routes, like that is a lot of the lion's share of what you'll see in a West Coast system. And really the reason we feel that way, we have not popped a big play on the screen yet. Like we had that touchdown to Rico Dow last week, but we really have not had like this super explosive play in the screen game like we did with Zeke back in the day. So once those start happening for the Dallas Cowboys, when we pop Brandon Cooks for a big play on the screen, or once we pop Tony Pollard on a big play on the screen, then we'll feel more comfortable. But you also got to remember, man, like that's part of what the 49ers do so well. They got a very good screen game. They got a very good screen game. They got a very good quick game. And like I said, that's all really part of the West Coast system that we adopted. Is there any news on that boy Rico Dow just yet? Let me take a look. JB2 said Rico X-rays was negative. That's good. It's always good. Let me see. All right, so he's not going to have an MRI until in the morning. So we will not have any further updates on Rico Dowd till then. Russell says, I like the Texas Colts offense. I think Dak does well in it. Dak Prescott's cooking so far on the season, man. Like, at home, Dak Prescott is 3 touchdowns and 0 interceptions on the season. So, and, you know, shout out to the Dallas Cowboys as well. They're currently on a 10-game win streak while at his house. Right, so they're currently on a 10-game win streak. So listen to these numbers for Dak Prescott. For the season, he's completing 71.3% of his passes. He's thrown for 908 yards, has 4 passing touchdowns, 1 interception, and has a passer rating of 96.1. Right, so Dak Prescott numbers are spectacular. Right, you might want a couple more touchdowns, but you know, if you take away the drop touchdowns in the end zone that he had, Dak Prescott would have a very spectacular stat line. 3. We only played 4 games, kinfolk. I mean, he got 3 wins. Y'all got 1 more win. Congratulations. Let's see if that actually matters once you play us, since you have not beaten Dak Prescott in 4 years. So let's see if that actually matters then, Saint. What wins for? Like I said, let's see if that actually matters when we play each other, since you have not beaten Dak Prescott in 4 years. You last beat Dak Prescott in 2019. My calendar says it's 2023. So I'm just saying, I feel very confident when we play y'all, because y'all don't ever beat us with Dak Prescott. I'm just saying. Shit, Cuz probably be back. Even if he does, though, I'm probably going to get off here in a little bit anyway. It said, bro, you're getting... Oh, you talking to Saint. Man, let him troll. He ain't did nothing. I ain't tripping on it. JB2, what's up with you, man? It said, how many... Oh, okay. All right, man, let's move to some Q&A before we get out of here, man. What are some questions and thoughts that y'all had about the game, man? What are some questions and thoughts that y'all had about the game that we can wrap this up? Dak played 5. How he played 5 backups, and we only played 4 games. Hold that thought. What up, cuz? I'm finna cut it off. All right, that's a bit, cuzzo. It says score prediction for Dallas San Fran game. I'm not gonna give a score prediction yet until I break down the numbers. You know, I like to look at the advanced analytics. You know, I like to look at the advanced analytics and everything else before I give a score prediction. Thomas said 24-20. I'm gonna wait till I get the injury report, the score predictions, and everything else. Let's say right now it's Sunday night. Well, really Monday morning because it's past 12 o'clock. So I'm not gonna give a score prediction just yet. That game is still it's still just about a week away. So I'm gonna take time to actually break it down. We'll do some film sessions and stuff. All right, Derek Rory said 49ers win 31-14. I don't know about all that. I'm gonna predict the Dallas Cowboys win, but I'm gonna have to do some research before I can say what the margin will be. No, I was close this week. I predicted that the final score would be 35-10 for the Dallas Cowboys against the Patriots. So, you know, I wasn't too far off. I wasn't too far off. had about a 10-point differential. Said hopefully the boys come correct and beat the 49ers. We definitely have the talent, to do it. And this offense looks like it's, it's humming. Outside of some of the red zone woes, I think it's humming. My boy said the rookie kicks the winning field goal, 60 yards, 23-20 Cowboys. Thomas said I called it 41-3. Hey, you were damn close, man. Hey, matter of fact, you were closer than I was. You only had like a 3-point differential. Said Brandon Aubrey for season MVP. Yeah, listen, Brandon Aubrey definitely deserves like some Pro Bowl recognition. He definitely deserves like some Pro Bowl recognition. He's playing very good football right now. Hopefully that carries over into the postseason because that's where the other boy fell off at. But he's kicking real good. He has a soccer background, and he was kicking his ass off in the USFL. So salute to that boy. Look like the Dallas Cowboys might have found, might have found their kicker for the long term. But yo, man, I'm finna get on out of here. We've been on here for an hour and a half. Yeah, we've been on here for an hour and a half. So I appreciate y'all for coming in, showing love to the liquor store and supporting. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button on the way out, and hit that Cash App and Super Chat on the way out. Hold on. You have connection issues anyway. All right, I'm wrapping up anyway, y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all good people.